already, let me just apologize. There will be a lot of background noise in this episode. I lived on top of a girls' clothing store, and that has just closed down. So they are removing shit from the walls. I wonder what I'll be living on top of next. Welcome to another exciting episode of Strippin. I've been looking forward to this. Have you? I mean, if you haven't, then it's fine. It's fine. Today I will be covering real quick a comic known as BVD, and BVD has been sent in to me by a guy. Now, welcome to another episode of me butchering a name that because it comes from a country that I don't speak the language from. I think it's Spanish, like Jose Torres? I don't know. BVD. It's gonna be said, like, if you, let's just start this thing off with a disclaimer. If you are sending me a comic, I would love to read it. If it's on Taptastic though, it's a really good site to show your comic on. The problem with Taptastic though is that I can't save the pictures. Normally what I do is just, you know, the usual right click on the picture and save as. I can't do that with Taptastic for some odd reason. So you will have to take my word for it, because I'm not able to show you any, like, that many pictures of episode 1, because they are only on Taptastic. So if you are going to send me a comic that you want me to talk about, it's fine if it's on Taptastic or something, but link me a folder or some Dropbox, whatever fits your fancy, or just send it in the mail, and just to the files. I mean, it's yeah, it's just hard to review them when I can't show the picture. Well, it's not hard. It's not as entertaining for you guys if you can't see what exactly I'm talking about. So you'll have to take my word for it as I just show you pictures from the prologue and whatever pictures I could, you know, scrap together. BVD is, it's not a typical furry comic, because it's not your typical furries. It's not dogs, it's not cats, it's not bunnies. In fact, I doubt half of these things are actually furries. The only reason why I think this is a furry comic is I think in the prologue some dude says that he's a lizard. I don't know. Anyway, I really like this comic. It's really, let me try to explain. The prologue is not great. It's a little clunky. Like, a ton of stuff happens, and it's drawn I won't say surprisingly, because I haven't seen anything else this Jose has made, but it's really well drawn. Like, the way that he draws his characters just doing actions, the way he draws the characters doing, well, anything, like how they are interacting with the environment around them. It sounds like a weird thing to point out, but this looks really, really good. Surprisingly good, I want to say. But again, I had yeah, I'm just not used to, you know, sit there reading it and go, everything looks great, and it's just a dude like jumping over a windowsill. Like, it's something so minimal, like something you normally never recognize, but here it's like, well, that stands out. So let's just get down to the nitty-gritty. The reason why I'm not that keen of a fan of the prologue is because the character, I guess it's a guy, I don't know, let's just go with the assumption that it's a guy. This guy is locked inside his room and he sees something in a tree and he wants to find out what it is. Now, and nothing really per se happens other than what he finds is invisible and he can't quite make out what it is, and he falls out of the tree, and when he wakes up he sees something, and then the prologue ends, which is a really good way to end the prologue, I gotta say, because I was like, what did he see? Like, he's clearly interacting with something he doesn't know what it is, so what the fuck? So kudos to that. Like, if the comic just keeps teasing you like that, like, I'll be hooked for all the way. But the reason why I didn't like it is this character never shuts the fuck up. Every fucking frame this dude talks, and he talks to himself, he talks to a tree, he talks to everything. And I know it's the very first thing you're seeing. So obviously you need to establish what kind of character this is, what kind of environment this is, what kind of world are we living in, what is happening, what is going on, all that jazz. But there's gotta be a different way. Make this character shut the fuck up is all I'm asking, because he just keeps going and going and going. and I was like, okay, I was reading that. I always read everything in chronological order. I mean, I'm not an idiot. And I'm reading this, I'm going, this is okay. Like, the art is amazing, and the story is, like, it's interesting, but if we just keep focusing on this dude who never shuts the hell up, I'm going to just, you know, I wouldn't read this comic if I wasn't me, like, if I didn't review comics. So I would just have been like, yeah, okay, it's good, nah. But then something happened. We switched chapter to a chapter called Just Like That, the first real chapter, I guess. And holy crap! Wow! This comic just took like, it was going this way and then like flipped away and it went that way, and it went that way hard. Wow, this comic changed on a fucking dime, and what it changed into was spectacular. It's some dude is showing up at some station, like some space station, and you see him, like, at the very first thing you see, is that something is up here. Like, this guy doesn't belong here. And like there's like a guy and he's like, dude, you need to show the ID thingy, and the guy doesn't respond, and then the security guy is like, you're not getting in. And then this hooded mysterious motherfucker, he just puts out this green black gooey orb thing, right? And it goes on the floor, and you just see all around this space station. Let's call it, I don't know what I think it's a space station, whatever. And you just see people starting panicking. You start seeing like alarms popping up and like, yo, shit's going on, dude. And like, and people start panicking, and like people are being called in, and you see like the thing that I really loved is that you see the security defenses, and you're like, you're seeing, okay, so this is like a laser thing that shoots shit, okay, fine, but and you have that knowledge in your head, like you've seen that in sci-fis before. So you know that the laser goes on you, it doesn't recognize you as an authorized personnel, and then it shoots you. Like, you've seen that in video games, you've seen that in movies, you've seen that in comics, blah, 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 blah. So I love that Jose doesn't... Again, I'm so sorry if that's not how you pronounce it. You can see that Jose knows that you know this. Like, he doesn't need to explain to you that this is what the thing does. And the reason I'm saying that is because the thing just, you know, looks at the dude, at the security personnel, and we don't know what's going to happen. The comic hasn't explained that yet, but you just see all these defensive mechanisms just turning against like the real personnel, the real security, and you just get this feeling that this dude just stepped in and all hell is fucking breaking loose. Like, if you've ever seen the intro to Deus Ex 2, as bad a game as that is, well, I liked it, the reviews don't, but if you've ever seen the intro to that, it's like, one guy just steps in, drops the mic, and then shit goes cray. And the way that Jose is drawing this, the way that he's showing this, is just so... whoa, what the fuck is going on? This dude was mad. This guy's bad news, and you just know it. So, what really is there to say? I'm going to like follow this comic. The thing about Fantastic is that you can subscribe to comics. I need to make a profile, I guess. But I'm going to subscribe to this comic. I want to see where it goes, and you should do too. Jose contacted me through mail, obviously, and he told me that that he wants to do more of this. But the problem is that he's doing a full-time job on the side, and so he won't be able to continue making this comic if it doesn't at least get a steady following, like people reading it, and also like people pledging to his Patreon. And I'm going to obviously leave a link in the description and maybe show it here if I'm fancy enough for you to go and check both out the comic but also on the Patreon. Also, at the end of this video, like, just because I'm stopping this video, I'm going to like, don't turn off the video. I'm going to link his Patreon video because Jose will probably be able to tell you far better what BVD is all about, and like what has gone on behind the comic. Also, if you go and look on his Patreon, just real quick, I know that I'm not a Patreon reviewer guy. I'm not reviewing patrons, but if you go and look at this dude's Patreon, the pledges that you can make and the rewards that you get are really, really good. I dare say, like if it makes sense, you know, like if I pledge this amount, I get this thing. That's a good deal. Like that's what I was thinking when I was going through this Patreon. So in no way, you know, I'm not, in no way going like, I'm pledging this because I said so. But what I would suggest that you do is go read BVD. Hold on, my voice is cracking. Go read BVD, and if you like it as much as I did, I can't imagine that you wouldn't. Go read BVD, and if you like it, if you have money to spend, he has a Patreon. If you don't have money to spend, just follow him on Taptastic. Like, what's the harm it could do to you, right? Like, how much would it take out of your daily day? Just show this guy that you like his stuff if you do, and if you don't, well, don't. Again, I'm not trying to force anything on anyone. I'm just saying that I like this one, and yeah. You have seen in my oh my god, what was it called? Kid Soldier. I think I showed it in my first Strippin video that just because you are contacting me and you're asking me to review your comic on the show, I'm not going just to brush you along with the hair like, oh, this is such a good comic, when I'm in fact going, oh, this is fucking horseshit. I'm not doing that. If I don't like a comic, I'll tell you. I've just been so lucky that every comic that I have been sent thus far, except from Kid Soldier, and to a certain extent that what was called Demon Juice. I kind of like Demon Juice, but not really. Kid Soldier was garbage. So just so you know that just because you're sending me anything, I'm not just going to push it just because I'm a salesperson. No, I am a reviewer. So and I know that because I keep this is good and this is good and this is good and this is good and everything has been sent to me, it kind of puts my credibility to the test. But if you look at these comics that I am, talking about in the Strippin episodes and pushing, you should know that, like, if you've read them, you will know that this is in fact quality, and I'm not just pushing them because I've been asked to. But yeah, that's BVD. Like I said, I'm going to put a video at the end of. Why am I putting that? I'm going to put a video at the end of this video of Corsair's own Patreon talk, just explaining what the comic is, because there are obviously things that I'll be missing, and he will explain it more personal than I could. Last of all, well, this is the point where I show fan art, and so we have this fancy thing. This is done by Dilly. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. I gotta be honest. Dilly drew this and just sent it to me like, hey, I made a thing. Hope you like it. Huh? I've never looked more handsome. Let's be fucking honest. Again, I hope I remember to put up a thing. Like, look at that. I'm super handsome. I love this one. It's my profile picture on Facebook. I look great. Yeah. As always, if you want to send me a comic, if you want to send me like crazy ass fan art like this, just go to this link. Don't go to this link. It's a mail address. I'm an idiot. Mail it to me in here, or do a private message on YouTube. Whatever the fuck you prefer, and I will see about getting to it. And then, like, last thing, just go check BVD. It really needs the support, and I think it deserves it. That's basically all I have to say. I'm going to clean up my apartment. It hasn't been cleaned in quite a while, and then I'm going to the movies with my little sister. So, you guys have a what the full fucking day, especially you. Like, you have a good day. You look like you deserve it. You have a good fucking day. Go read BVD and send fan art if you have any. That sounds shitty. See you guys. Bye bye.
My name is Jose Torres, and I stand here before you today to request your support in sponsoring my sci-fi comic epic titled BVD.
So what is BVD? What is it about? Well, BVD is an alien-themed sci-fi comic epic regarding a tale of two worlds. The storyline immerses the reader in the interactions of two main species. The Validians, who have 4 legs and no bones, lending their evolution of an endostructure to cartilage, and the predatory mammals called the Sergal. Sergals are the unique species conceived and developed by the Japanese artist Trancy Mick, used expressly with her permission. The story itself is told through the perspective of a third alien species, the Loner, or outsider, known as Baz Ralik, who is unique to the story for the yet disclosed reason that he is the only one of his kind. Baz Ralik, or Baz as he is nicknamed, enlists in a joint venture created on the Validian homeworld in order to neutralize a threat that has migrated from the Validian homeworld onto the Sergal homeworld.
With your help, BVD will be able to procure the funds necessary to establish a website, maintain the funding for our artist, and ultimately publish, promote, and progress the distribution of the storyline to a wider target audience. Your assistance will determine whether or not this project will exist and persist, so please feel free to weigh in with your considerations. Thank you for your time, and I hope to review your feedback soon.